Hello everyone. This is Jennifer Sinceri, and it is Friday. Fun, fabulous Friday. It is also April 14th, 2023, and I am finally here, you guys. I have been missing in action because we took a vacation. We went to Disneyland, and we've had some other things going on with kids and whatnot, so I haven't been able to be here, and it's good to be here. I was a little worried because the last night I was in the stamping room trying to get ready for tonight and spent about 2 hours and had nothing to show for it. So I think I was extremely tired. Have you guys ever had that where you just aren't getting anywhere with your efforts, and sometimes it's best to just walk away and start over? So I came home today after school, and I have 3 cards that I'm very pleased with to show you this evening. I'm actually really excited. So I think I just needed some rest. So tonight we're going to play with Queen Bee, and of course, you know, if you've been one of my followers for a while, you know that I love bees. My kitchen has some bees in it, and I collect honey pots, and my team is called the Blessed to Be Stampers. So I love bees, and when I saw the stamp set, had to have it. It does have dies, but here's what I'm going to tell you. So right now we are having a last chance sale, and things are marked up to 60% off. Okay. So everything that I'm using tonight is still available. I just went on and checked. The stamp set alone sells for $23. If you buy the dies, which you're going to want the dies. Okay. I didn't put everything back the way it was. I'm kind of known for not doing that. The dies are on sale right now for $12.80. So my understanding is that this stamp set is going to carry over as an online exclusive, but the dies are not. That is my understanding, because the dies are reduced right now. So they are trying to get rid of them, to sell them. So they're only $12.80. Now, if you were to buy the bundle, it's $49.50. If you buy the stamp set and the dies separately, it comes out to $35.80. So, my friends, buy them separately, because you're going to save over $10. All right. And then all of the paper I'm using tonight is still available. I just checked. The texture chic DSP is still available. It's going to sell for $15. The Abigail Rose DSP is available. It's on sale for $10.80. I'm using champagne rhinestones tonight. They are retiring, and they are $5.40. And the fine shimmer paper that I'm using is also retiring. It's on sale for $8. Okay, so like I said, I just checked. Everything that I'm using tonight is still available. Okay, let's get started. If you are here watching me, would you please comment and let me know that you're here? I love to see who's watching, where you guys are from. If it's your first time watching me live, let me know. Hello, Margarita. How are you? Thanks for hopping on. All right. So the cards that I'm going to do tonight have a more vintage, shabby chic look to them. All right. And I have a card base. Hi, Lori. I have a card base, and this is soft sea foam. Okay. And then I am pulling in a mat of early espresso. And then this is that Abigail Rose Designer Series paper, okay? And so what I did, this is, let me tell you the measurements. It is 5 by 3 3/4. So then I cut this just an 1/8 larger to give it a smaller border, okay? Now, I've cut all my pieces to save time tonight. I've used a lot of dies, okay? And like I said, you're going to want to get these dies before they retire. My understanding is the stamp set is carrying over as an online exclusive while supplies last, but the dies are not. And the dies are on clearance now for $12.80, okay? So all of the things that I've cut out for this card, you can kind of see them here in the corner. Those are from the die set, okay? Except this. This is one of the stylish shape dies, I believe. All right, and this is that fine shimmer paper. You can see the shine to it, can't you? This is the gold. All right. Now, I am going to pull in some ribbon, and I was having a hard time with ribbon, trying to find something that was current, that matched these colors that I had in stock. And so I'm actually probably going to use a retired ribbon. I know, gasp. But this one might be still current. This one's called, this says gold satin edged ribbon. This one I think is still current. All right, the petal pink ribbon I'm going to use on another card is not, it's retired. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start adhering and building up my scene here with this adorable bee. All right, and I am pulling in my silicone mat because I don't want my workspace to get all sticky. All right, so we're just going to put some adhesive on here. I need to move this so I can see because they kind of look like the same color. All right. Okay, there's my base that we're going to, ooh, I just ripped that. That we're going to build our little scene here, okay? I like to kind of place things on before I start gluing because I might want to move things around. All right, now these are part of that die set, and I cut them out in that soft sea foam. I don't know if I want to use both of them yet. I'm just kind of playing around here, and I stamped my bee, my queen bee, in early espresso. I colored it. I'll hold it up a little bit closer so you guys can see. I colored it with petal pink blends. And I actually used mint macaron, which is retiring. Okay, just letting you guys know. All right. So something like that, I think. Okay, I might not need this other one, or we might cut it. Then I also cut some wings out in vellum. All right, and we're going to add that to our bee to just give it that really pretty airy look. I don't think we need to though, so we'll set that one aside. And then one of the dies are these honeycombs. Now some of the dots stay and some don't. It's up to you. It's kind of fun to see some of them in and out. You know, you could totally decide to pop them all out or keep some of them in. You could even use, I get my little putty end here, you could use some of them as embellishments too, you know? So you might not want to throw those away. So I have to decide if I want to pop those all out or not. And there should be another one. All right. And then we have these flowers. And I actually cut, there's a small and a large, and you can see that there is embossing on them. I don't know if you guys can see the detail. Oh, there we go. There's some pretty embossing on that. And so I was kind of thinking of doubling these up. All right. And kind of just having them scattered around. Something like that. Isn't that pretty? It just, I love the shimmer paper. We always come out with new things that are fun to work with, but it's hard when I really love what we already have. Because that shimmer paper, I like it that it's very soft. It's not real glittery and coarse. It's a very soft shimmer. Then I took a little bit more of my soft sea foam and I stamped the queen in early espresso, and then I just fussy cut around the word. That was just freehand. There's no die for that. And I think we might add that in here somewhere. Okay. So, and then we're going to add a few little rhinestones on our flowers, I think. Okay. So not too bad, right? I might cut the leaves and get them to lay a little different, but let's glue our little vellum wings. I'm going to put a little bit, ooh, got a bubble. A little bit of glue, just a tiny bit. And then the liquid glue will dry clear and we're not going to see it. And it's so soft. That vellum is so soft that you still can see the coloring of your bee. Okay, but it gives it just a three-dimensional look to it. Isn't that? I love that. I just think that that's so pretty and so elegant. Okay, so we're going to let those wings dry. I'm just pressing that down really well, and that liquid glue will be, clear. We're not going to see it. So while that's happening, let's glue our flowers together. I'm kind of tempted to take a sponge dauber to those and add a little bit of ink. What do you guys think? Shall I do that? Let me grab a sponge dauber. I cut those flowers out in petal pink. I'm going to grab my petal pink ink pad and just add a little bit of ink to the edges. Of those flowers. Ooh, maybe a little bit too much there. Can you guys see those edges? It's a little bit far away for you. Okay, we'll do these. I like that better. It's very easy. Very easy to do. Oop, come back here. How was everyone's week? So I was on spring break. I'm a school teacher by day, and I didn't go to work on Monday. We had that day off, so I wasn't back in the classroom till Tuesday. So my week was a 4-day week. But I was also prepping for my in-person class that we're going to have tomorrow for the stamping class. So when I hold stamping classes, I do 3 sessions in a day. So by the end of the day, I am exhausted. Just letting you know. It is a labor of love. But that way I can fit more people in. And people don't have to share as much. There's more space. So I think tomorrow I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have about 13 ladies coming in total, just not all at the same time. All right, let's close this ink pad because with my luck, something might fall into the ink. All right, I'm going to take a little sip of my drink here, and then we're going to glue these cutie pies together. Okay. And you know what? I think we'll just use a little bit of liquid glue. So I'm just going to put a dot on the big ones. Okay. A little bit goes a long way. And then where is my U-Pick tool? Because there it is. I'm going to use the putty side, which my putty always looks kind of gross. All right, I'm kind of getting it. There we go. And I'm going to pick up the little one and put it down on the big one. Do it again. Okay. And then do it again. I like them doubled up like that. That again, we've got more dimension to this. And you could even curl the petals a little bit if you wanted to. You know, you could just curl them up a little bit. It's small, so it's kind of hard, but I'm just kind of trying to give it a little bit of shape. All right, let's do this one. Thank you, Margarita. This stamp set is right up my alley. It is more my style. I love the vintagey, shabby chic look. I was really worried. I mean, when the new catalog came out, you know, one of the perks of being a demonstrator is we get to see the new catalog before everybody else does. And we get to order from the new catalog before everybody else does. And so a demonstrator usually goes through the catalog to see, okay, what do I have in my stash that carried over, right? And I had quite a few, but there are some stamp sets I was very sad to see go. I haven't had a chance to play with everything. So I need to hold myself back a little bit and not buy as much this next time around, because I still have some stamps that I can use that carried over from both catalogs. All right, so I'm gonna try to not go crazy and use up some of the things I have, because we just can't show everything, right? I just can't. It's not enough time. All right, I'm trying to get these to just curl up a little bit more. Just bending it with my nails, really. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm also going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals, which I think I need to pull a new, let's see, do I have more of them close by? Sorry, guys. I thought I was totally prepared. Here they are, hiding. Grab some. Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to pop this up and pop my bee up as well. All right, so let's add a few Stampin' Dimensionals. There we go. We don't need to go crazy with them. It's a fairly, it's like a medium size, I would guess. I think we'll do one on each end here. I don't want ends caving in, but you don't need to go crazy. Like if you put one on each point, you really don't need to put one in the middle. All right, and I like to just use the sharp end and pull up all my backings, and that way they don't end on my carpet or the cat. The poor kitties end up getting those backings on their tails and hindquarters all the time. All right, let's put our beautiful bee here and let's figure out where that greenery is going to go. All right. So I can go like this, or we can cut these and kind of add. I think I might cut it because I like to do things in threes, right? Because aesthetically, odd numbers seem to be, I guess, balanced. So let's add another one like right there. What do you guys think? I think that works. Something like that. So I'm going to add this in. Just a little dab right there. And then we'll add a little bit on this one. I'm not putting adhesive on the entire piece of greenery. There's no need for that. I'm just putting it in the center. Okay, and then maybe like that. All right, so let's put a dimensional on our beautiful bee. I'll just do 2. Oh, look at that. That flipped on my nail. All right. So we kind of went angled. All right. Now let's add our honeycombs and our flowers scattered about. I think I want to I'm going to keep some of these guys in there and like just put it on the edge like that. So they're kind of together, clustered together. There's a kitty in here. She's circling me. She snuck in here. All right, I think we'll go one there. I kind of like seeing all of it like that. And then maybe one here. All right, let's put a little bit of adhesive. I think I'll put a little bloop of glue on this. That way I don't flatten it, because I spent some time trying to curl those petals. Right? I am running a order incentive for the month. If you do end up placing an order with me, if your order is $25, then you get a free card class to go. It's 3 cards that you can assemble at home, and I do all the prep work for you. Cutting everything, die cutting, all of that. If your order is $50 or more, I will add in a package of embellishments and mail those off to you. And it'll just depend. It'll be whatever I have in hand or whatever's in stock. Okay, so if you would like to place an order, I do have an April host code up here. And this is a fabulous time to place an order because there are things discounted significantly. So you're going to get a good deal on stuff. Okay. Now I ended up not adding any ribbon. And I kind of feel like it probably doesn't need ribbon. I could put, if I wanted to, I could put like a little bit of ribbon kind of peeking behind this, but I'd have to lift up my square. And I don't know that it needs it. We've got a lot of shimmer on there. I think we're good. Usually I put ribbon on my cards. I love ribbon. I'm going really light on there because I didn't want to smush the things that are lifted up. All right, now where is my, oh, there it is, my little word that we cut out. I think we'll add that right here. And I could put dimensionals on that as well. I might have to trim one so that it doesn't show. Let's cut, we'll do a little bit of the end right here because that's like half of one. And that'll fit perfect. All right. And then let's add on our rhinestones. Now these champagne rhinestones, they match the petal pink really nicely. They are retiring, you guys. I love my champagne rhinestones. I'm very bummed. I could use different sizes. We'll do a small, a medium, and a large. Or maybe we'll do a big and two middles because I think the small one is going to be too small. Okay. But wait, there's more. I'm going to add my Wink of Stella pen. And I am going to brush a little bit of Wink of Stella on my colored flowers on the bee to just give her a little more sparkle. Like there's not enough sparkle on this card. Okay. Just a little bit. I'm not pressing. It's just whatever's on the tip. And I just feel like it adds a lot to your card using that little Wink of Stella pen. I love these. This was one of the first things I bought as a customer. Okay, let me put a little more there because okay. And I'm noticing I didn't color her eyes, so let me go in with my pen because she's got white eyes. So let me, a little bit of pink right there. Okay. I'll hold this up so you can see. What do you guys think? I think it's beautiful. You can see the wings, how they are three-dimensional. And that'll go in your envelope just fine. Okay? Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. I'm still debating if I need to put some ribbon in there or not. Okay, next card we're going to do totally different colors, totally different layout. All right, I've got all my pieces here. And I have a card base that opens this way. And this is Pool Party. All right. And we've got a piece of white. And then I have that same shimmer paper. And I cut these at 1 1/8 by 4 7/8. Okay, so 1 1/8. I'll write that down so everyone knows. 1 1/8 by 4 7/8. Okay? And there's 3 of those. And then the designer series paper is 1/8 shorter. So that's going to be your 1 by 4 3/4. So 1 by 4 3/4. Okay? And there's 3 of those. Same shape as we used before, but this is in Pale Papaya because this designer series paper has some of that Pale Papaya in there. It's actually not petal pink. There's gold. And that that Pale Papaya color is retiring. I believe the cardstock is still available. So if you want to grab some cardstock while you can to go with your designer series paper, you're going to need to do that as soon as possible. All right, let's put a little bit of adhesive on our white piece. We'll add that on the Pool Party. I want to make sure it's evenly distributed. Okay. Now, I'm going to set this aside and I am going to layer these pieces, okay? Now, I'm just going to I don't need to put a ton of adhesive like on the whole piece, just enough to hold it down. And I think I need to lift that up just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, there's one. Oop, moving everything here. And then here's 2. Okay. And here's 3. All right, there's our 3 pieces. So we're going to get these on here. I'll usually do the outer 2, kind of get them where I want them, and then the inner. All right, and we want that white peeking through all around. All right. I'm going to put this one down. I'm going to go this way. All right, now I'm going to do this one. It's a little tricky. You want to make sure that they're straight. Now look at how much you have on this side and kind of eyeball it to make sure that it matches. And then look where you're at here to get that to be about the same. All right, and then we can do our middle one. There we go. And if it's not perfect, don't freak out. No one's going to grade you on this, right? There's going to be other things on here. And so it will pull the eye away from the strips, okay? So we're going to do our another little platform here, excuse me, for our bee. Now, I colored this bee with Pale Papaya Stampin' Blend instead of the Petal Pink, okay? And I also cut out more vellum wings because I just feel like it adds a lot to the bee. Now, you don't have to. If you don't want to, no biggie. You don't have to put wings on it. I'm going to put wings on mine. And I'm just going to put a little dot like I did before. Okay, just a tiny little smidgen of glue. And lay that right in between the two body parts and just smush it really good because I want that glue to dry and not look like a blob. We don't want to see a white blob, right? Okay, we'll let that dry. We've got greenery, and I cut one in that shimmer paper, and I actually cut one in a green. It's very close to Pool Party. It's not Pool Party, it's actually the Mint Macaron, and this color is retiring as well. So let's grab our Stampin' Dimensionals, and we'll put these up, pop them up. All right. Take off the backings. And we just want to make sure it does not go off the card base, the Pool Party piece, but I want it off to one side. Now, I did stamp Queen on the die that comes in the die cuts, but I don't know that I like that shape. We'll see. I might end up just fussy cutting it like I did the last one. We'll see. All right, let's put a little bit of Wink of Stella on this cutie pie. I'm just dabbing the flowers. If you want to do the leaves, you can. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkle or not. It really does make a difference. I feel like the Facebook Lives don't do the Wink of Stella justice. When you see it in person, it just looks so pretty. It's like pixie dust. I did the leaves, so I'm going to do the leaves over here. There we go. Okay. It's like a very, very fine, shimmery paint. Okay, so we're going to go to the side like that. Let's decide how we're going to do our greenery. Kind of was thinking a little bit like that. That's pretty. I like that. Let's glue those two together. Ooh, I got to sneeze. My allergies have been acting up. How about you guys? We're starting to have warmer temperatures here in Elk Grove. I'm close to Sacramento in California, and we are starting to have spring weather. It's been a very cold winter for us. In fact, there's still, excuse me, a lot of snow up in the Sierras, a lot. And, but we've had some sunshine. The trees are definitely blooming. and there's been a little bit of wind. And so the combination of pollen and wind does not always go well with those of us that have allergies. All right, I think we're going to need to pop this up with some dimensionals as well. I'm going to put one on this wing, and I'm going to put one on this wing. I haven't taken my backings off yet. And let's do one down here. Okay. Let's do this guy. So I've got that twitchy nose thing happening. How about you guys? Is spring starting where you guys live? Are you starting to get glimpses of spring? Now I took our elegant gold trim and I made a double bow. And I have to decide, because I felt it was just very light. And we can add a bow in here, maybe off to the side a little bit. But we've got our word. So let's figure out where we're going to do this. I don't know that I like that die, you guys. I think it's too big. It takes away from the bee. So I'm going to trim this so you can see how I did my freehand. So I'm just going to just go around the shape of the word. And everything's rounded. I think that's just works better because the die is too big with the bee. I think that's proportioned better. That's just my personal opinion. Let's use another half. Oop. Okay. And again, that is early espresso ink. And we're going to need a glue dot. Those are not my glue dots. Where are my glue dots? There they are. I don't know what that other one was. I think my daughter was in here doing stuff. Okay, I'm grabbing a glue dot. The nice thing about glue dots is you can kind of form them so that you don't see the glue dot. Okay. And then let's grab some more rhinestones. Ooh! Fly away. There. I always do odd numbers, like I said. Okay, there is our second card. What do you guys think? What kind of occasions would I give these for? I would probably just do thinking of you, hello. You could turn it into a birthday card if you wanted to. If it was a get well card, I probably wouldn't say queen on it. I would just put a different sentiment on there. All right, that's our second card. And last card is Petal Pink. card base. So the paper I used on the first card was the Abigail Rose. The paper that I used on the second card and now the third card is the Textural Chic. Is that right? Textured Chic, I think is what it's called. All right. I have it written down. Texture Chic. Okay, so we're going to have a piece of white. And so one side has shells on it. We're going to do the gold polka dots. All right. And this was the card I pulled some retired ribbon. So we're going to do a wraparound. I used shimmer paper. Now, I hate to waste all of that. You could use a die and cut a shape out. And nobody would see it because it's covered up. So if you want to stretch your shimmer paper, you could take your die, and I probably will do this, cut out a shape. Let's do that real quick. And then you get a little bit more of your shimmer paper, and nobody's going to see the cutout. So let me do that real quick. Because I hate wasting all of that shimmer paper. Okay. So now I have another piece that I can use on a card, and we'll use that, and we're going to cover it up. Nobody's going to know. That's my little trick. When I have I guess, I don't know, I don't want to say more expensive paper, but you just don't get as much of it in a pack, right? And we want to make it stretch farther. I agree, Lori. I hate to waste oh, I don't want to glue this down yet. I got to do my stamping. I got distracted. All right, let me do my stamping. I'm talking and gonna make a boo-boo. All right, so I pulled some of the stamps. There is a flower. We have our bee, which I'm not going to stamp, but I've stamped it and I die cut it. So we're going to set the bee aside. We don't need the bee, but we need the flowers. Then there's this script. Garden, bee, flower, bloom, life, miracles, honey, gather, spring, grow. Like they're all just kind of spread out, and then there's like dots on it. Okay, so we'll use that. And then there's a little crown because we have a queen bee. All right, so I am going to stamp my flowers in petal pink. And we're just going to do something here on the side. We're not going to get it all in. Just like that. And then we'll do one down here. Like that. Okay, we'll cover. Then we're going to grab our early espresso. And I'm going to ink up the script, but I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it so dark. And I'm going to put one there and put one just kind of like that. Okay. And then we will ink up our crown, and we'll put a little crown right here. Isn't that a cute crown? We'll put one over here. Maybe one over here. I think 3's good. All right. I just kind of call it like a kind of a collage. Just making a little bit of a collage there. Now, my bee is going to kind of go right like that. Okay. So that's why there's a gap there. All right, I didn't want you to be concerned. All right, let's glue this piece down. I like that little crown, it's cute. Not a huge fan for like tiaras and princesses and things like that, but that's a cute little crown. It's a vintagey crown. Now, there is a die. I pulled it from another set. You've seen me use this a lot of times. It's from the Scallop Contour dies. So I used a little bit of shimmer paper, gold shimmer, and I made this piece that I'm going to just add at the bottom to give it that really pretty scallop. Okay. I was using up some scraps here. We don't want to cover up the stitching. We want the stitching to show. All right. All right, now let's start building these pieces we'll put together, and we're going to put our ribbon on it. I love those polka dots. I'm a polka dot fan. I love polka dots. Now, I pulled, like I said, I apologize, I pulled retired ribbon, all right, because I wasn't really finding anything. Let's see, the gold I could put on here. Where's my page? I have to decide, do I want the gold or do I want the petal pink? Maybe the gold. And do I want to do it on this piece? I think I don't want to do it on this piece. I think I want to do it on this piece. Oh, I can't get my hands to work tonight. Let me move that out of the way. Here, I have to cut this so I can get it to work. I think it's because my allergies are acting up. Feeling kind of funky, you know. All right. Let me get this to work. I think it's upside down. No? Oh, I think it'll work. But I need to make sure I can get this piece on. I have to move it over more. All right, I'm going to put this on and then I'm going to tie it. Let's make sure that's flat. All right, now let's get this tied. It can go over on the white piece, but I just want it to be on one end so we have room for our bee. Get my fabric scissors, not my paper scissors. Okay, and I didn't waste too much, so that's nice. Let's put this on, and then we'll put our bee and any other embellishment. Got my bee, I've got my wings, I've got a little bit of greenery there I can add if I want to. All right. Making sure it's straight. I could also add this on there if I wanted. That's a little more bling. I don't know if it needs it though. Let's glue our wings on. I know to do that first. Okay. All right, so if I put that there, and I could pop it up, and we'll put a few rhinestones on there, or you can add this in there, like that. What do you guys think? I could add a little bit more scripting over here so it shows. Do you like the square in there? We want to try to look, how do we want to put our bee because of the bow? Do you like the square in there or no square? I'm kind of, I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking no square because I want to enjoy the stamping. Hi, Shelly. I didn't know you were here, friend. You've been quiet. All right. Let's put this cutie pie on. And then we'll add a few rhinestones. We could die cut a couple of those small honeycombs and add a few in if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Let's go one here. Another one here. And do a small one here. I like to do triangles. Oh, you fell asleep when you got home. You were tired, friend. That's what Audrey does every day after school. She goes in and she takes a little nap. All right, there's our card. I don't know that I like the bow. The bow is kind of bothering me. and I glued it in there. So I don't know that I like it. I think I would change that a little bit. Thank you, Peggy. Oh, Peggy's on here. I didn't see Peggy talking either. You guys have been quiet tonight. You were sneaky. All right, so here's the third card. And I'm not happy with that bow. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix it. There's the second one. And here's the third one. All right. I actually think my favorite is the first one. What do you guys think? Thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. All right, guys, that's what I have for you tonight. So I am super grateful that you popped on and joined me this evening. Like I said, if you haven't purchased this set, you're not going to want to buy the bundle because it's cheaper to buy the dies separate. My understanding is that the stamp set is an online exclusive carryover. It's not in the new annual catalog, but it is going to carry over. Okay? But the dies are not going to be available. They are retiring, and they are on sale for $12.80. So if you buy the stamp set and the dies separately, not as a bundle, it comes to $35.80 instead of $49.50. So you're saving more than $10 to buy them separately. It really is a beautiful stamp set. I love it. I love the vintagey look to it. I know not everyone is into bees, but it really is a pretty set. And then the paper I used, the fine shimmer paper is on sale. The Abigail Rose, which was this one, that's on sale right now. Alrighty, and so if you do decide to place an order through me, which I always appreciate when you do that, this is my host code. You'll want to use this with your order if it is under $150. And when you place an order with me, I do have a thank you gift that I send you. So with orders that are $25, I send you a card kit class to go. And if your order is going to be $50 or more, I give you an additional thank you gift, and it will be a package of embellishments, all right, for this month. So that is for the entire month of April. So we've got a couple more weeks left to do that. If your order is $150 or more, do not use the host code because I want you to get your own host rewards. All right, which means that you have credits to spend on product in the catalog. Yes, tomorrow we're going to have fun. We're going to create. I will take pictures. You'll get to see the projects that we're making tomorrow. If you are local to me and you would like to join my class, I do still have some room. So you can message me and reach out to me. My class tomorrow is $15. I am going to increase the class fee to $20 starting in May because of the prices increasing in the catalog. I've put it off for the last 2 price increases, but just the cost of doing the class and keeping things the level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just what you guys are used to in my classes. To be able to keep it that way, I do need to start charging a little bit more because the supplies are costing more now. Okay? All right. I will see you guys in another week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Rest. Do something fun. Have a great week. I also just want to do a little shout out. I still have room for my retreat for, it's June 24th in the summer, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're going to do 8 make and takes. We're going to play bingo. There's a goodie bag. There's a raffle. Lots of prizes. So the cost is $69 for that. There is a catered lunch and snacks. So I am half full. So I still have a few more spaces left. You can reach out to me. I think that's about it, you guys. All right. I'm going to let you go. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.